Hello and welcome to the internet, my name is JakeDragon7 and welcome to today's very special episode of Let's Play Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. In the previous episode, we did the Goddess Silent Realm, and today we are finally taking on the Sky Keep. So right off the bat we actually got the dungeon map, however this may not end up being quite as useful as you might think. Well, okay, it will and it won't. So, as you can see, currently there are no rooms that we can actually enter from this room. So, I'll just let Fee take it away. Maybe. I'm just not going to waste my time actually explaining the gimmick if Fee's going to do it for me. As much as I would love to explain it, and trust me, I will end up talking about this a lot. Oh, apparently I do get to talk about it. So, this right here, this is the dungeon's map. This is now the dungeon's map. So, the way this dungeon works is that, yes, you have to move the layout of the rooms to actually traverse your way through it. Which is just oh, it's so good. So good. I'm sure this has been done in games before, but this just feels so genius. And I like the way that even when you arrange the way the dungeons look, it looks like a puzzle. It makes this entire dungeon feel like a puzzle in and of itself. Which is great because it's the last dungeon in the game and it's pretty challenging. Now you may notice that at the start, I seem to be a lot more knowledgeable in this dungeon at the start than some of the other rooms, or like, how do I explain this? So basically I tried recording this once like a week ago and I got like really interrupted like the entire time. So I just only recorded the first episode and then like deleted it immediately after. Hooray for backup files. Coming in handy. I don't think I've actually used them yet this series, but good thing I did do that. But yeah, so it may seem like in these first couple rooms I really know what I'm doing, but I really don't. I just have a little bit of prior knowledge. Okay, so this actually messed me up the first time because I thought that rope was already down. We actually have to go and cut that first. Just do this. Yes. So yeah, each room will have things in common with previous dungeons. This dungeon in a lot of ways is like the ancient cistern, as you can see by the way everything looks, and the use of the whip in puzzles. There are some ancient cistern-like elements, but there are also some elements that are more similar to the Skyview Temple. Obviously the music is Skyview's. And a lot of these enemies may feel more familiar. Scotialas. Yeah, right there, he should actually be sniping that bird and not using the whip. It's a little too far for that. And I'm trying to remember how I did this last time. So actually, I think it's easier if I just go the other direction, but whatever. So I believe, there we go. There's a hookshot marker right back there. And for this, for whatever reason, our enemies from Elden, a bit of a strange addition, but it'll make for a nifty little puzzle. I'm gonna start right in the middle once I believe that kills all three of them. Yeah, nice. Alright. So right off the bat, in this first room of the dungeon, we've already used the hookshot, the beetle, the gust bellows, and the whip. 4 items in one room, and several of them were pretty obscure items. Not several, but like 2 of them were kind of obscure. So yeah, I mean, the way this dungeon is designed, it has a lot of extremely interesting puzzles that are especially fun if you don't suck at basic adventure game platforming. I'm surprised that this jump isn't even that hard. The second jump is actually a little bit difficult. I feel like I got the easy jump. There we go. So the problem with this jump is that obviously you're trying to move this in, but the pillars can kind of block you, so you have to do this at like a weird angle. That can be a little annoying to try to get right. Let's see if I can make this first try this time. There we go. Okay. Not too bad, you just have to make sure you know what you're doing with that jump. And... okay, no. Pull the trigger down. Thank you. Okay. So, moving on. We have, of course, yet another dungeon-esque theme that we'll be tackling in here. If memory serves, this should be the little neighbor area. Yes. So this area actually functions quite similarly to the pirate stronghold, I believe it was. Where we use time shift orbs. Sadly, you can't really roll these things, despite the fact that the command is there. Actually, yeah, no, it is. So, screw you, game? Okay, yeah. So, yeah. And I like how my sword is just clipping through my hat right now. Okay, so we have these things yet again. These things are quite annoying to deal with. Luckily, I have the mistake-proof shield right now. Alright, so we'll take these things out. I am fed up with this world. Like, any of you could catch that reference? 10 out of 10. I mean, I know I've made references like that before on this channel, because why wouldn't I? That is the greatest piece of media to ever exist. But yeah. Okay. So yeah. Moving on from things that do not need to exist. Let us see here. So we have to move this over to pull that switch down. And then make sure this gets over there. So yeah. Let's go. So for this section, I don't think, there's not really much we have to be careful about. But we will be seeing something similar in the, not this room, but an upcoming room. So I think what I want to do here, let me try to do this. So what you want to be doing here is moving this from this area, because you have to open this gate here. I know you could have just done it like that and just like jump down, but I don't feel like doing it that way. Let me be creative about how I do things here. So yeah. And obviously we have to actually see this happening in real time. You know, gates opening and closing. The most interesting thing. Then you can hit that. So yeah, if anything, me just knowing what's going on is keeping things moving a bit faster right now. Because it took me a long time to get through these rooms. But I'm getting through them a bit quicker right now. So I think for now I'll leave that down. I don't think I have to change that one. This one, there's something. Okay, so that just opens that up, which is good, because there's a bit of backtracking we need to do at certain points. But of course, what's nice is that because you open the switches, it's not really like you're backtrack. Oh, excuse me. It's not really like you're backtracking that much. Just because everything is moving like 10 times faster. Because, you know, you're not actually redoing the rooms per se. You're just... Oh, the fuck. You're not really redoing the rooms. You're just going through the same... You're just kind of going through them again without the puzzles. So, it ends up being quite a bit quicker. Okay, I think that one will actually stay open. So, that switch we saw back there, oh, fuck. Well, I mean, I killed it, so... Whatever. Anyway, this thing here changes the momentum of the orb. It's actually kind of cool. We just left that dying in the middle of time. Like, some would ask, how the fuck does that work? I'm just asking why we're so... We did the same thing to that one. These poor fucking... BMOs. I never thought I'd say that, but like, I actually feel bad for the BMOs right there. They don't fucking deserve this. This is... The BMOs are people, and people have rights, damn it. Okay, so that aside. Right now, we're actually put in a bit of a sticky situation because it's going to be a little difficult to link rooms up here. But what I remember doing, I think I can do here, is... yes. So right now, I'm just trying to link rooms up. Because if I'm not mistaken, if you look at the map, the Triforce here is right on the bottom. So in theory, if I just run around this, I should actually be able to get the first piece of the Triforce. Now you're probably thinking, where the fuck am I going to go from there? I don't know, we'll worry about that later. So, yeah. I could... Actually, no, there's no door there. Okay. So, yeah, right now, we're just going to run back here. And the next room we'll be tackling is an Elden room. And definitely be thankful that I know what I'm doing this time, because this one took me a while to figure out. I was just kind of confused the entire time. Like, oh, wait. Oh, okay, wait. I mean, you might still see some mild confusion because I'm just really dumb like that, but... yeah, I'm not going to worry about getting the butterflies. Okay. So, yes. So in this room, we'll be making some use of the amalgamates and the bombs. That's mostly what we use to get through this area. Of course, a little bit of sword action won't hurt. Oh man, that may have not sounded quite as good as I wanted to. I was about to say something even worse. I'm sure you can all figure out what that was. There is a... No? It was definitely a chew in here the last time I did this. Like, definitely. Fine, I'll take it. Real quick, before we do this, let me stock up on some bombs. Because why not? Good old-fashioned bombs. So, yes. Take it. I don't know who thought it was a good idea to give a child explosives. Technically, Link is... It's like a teenager. I mean, that's close enough. Probably wouldn't expect an actual teenager to say that, but yeah. Yeah, okay, this is where it was. There we go. Actually, considering some of the people I know, honestly, that statement's pretty true. Okay. So, right here, you will open up that area. Head back up. This will give us a new part of the dungeon to check out. Of course. So yeah, this is another area where it seems to have like early game dungeon music, but a lot of sort of assets of one of the later game dungeons. Let me just hold up a sec. God, oh my god, I cannot just do anything. Like, my aiming with the sword in this game is just terrible. That just, okay, Nintendo, that just seems unnecessary. That just seems like karma at this point. Well, I'm probably in perfect position. Yeah, actually, it's good. Now, of course, you may instinctively think we should be hitting that, but it's actually not quite the best idea. So, first... Okay, cool. Yeah, it's actually not the best idea though. So you're supposed to hit the one at the bottom first. And then it's bottom, middle, highest. So that one, the first one we hit was the middle. Obviously, this is the bottom. And the top one, take a little bit more effort to discover. As we'll see here. So, right, Skyward Strikes. I didn't think for a minute how I cut all these. If my arm will just... Okay. All that work for one tree. I'm trying to get a little bit closer. Okay, that's probably fine. Man, he needs to go to the gym. I got Skyward Sword to get my workouts in. Yeah, I'm gonna get buff. Never again. Fuck. Never again. See, all these mistakes I'm making are really just karma for me being a dumbass. Has anyone else noticed that in this video? Probably because I've been pointing it out. There we go. No, I actually don't know if I hit the middle one yet, so let me get my sniping skills up here. There we go. And then, oh god. My Wiimote's just like high as shit right now. It's just not letting me aim. It's like, you wanna hit diamond? No, you hit 90 degrees left. Okay. So, that'll all open up this area where we can find another dirt patch to go through. Okay, so first things first, we will... That's... So... Why? Why does this game always have to do these things to me? Okay. Well, yes, now we have to head all the way around. Hit that up. And take more damage, yes. And actually, no, okay. This memory was a little off on this one. This is a dirt pile. There's one more underground area you have to go through, and that one has some of those worm enemies to fight. And I kind of thought it was gonna be this one for some reason. So I don't know. I was kind of thrown off a little bit by that. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Jeez. Actually, yeah, these things. I had a feeling they would have hearts. That'll help a little bit, because I'm really bad at these mini bosses. Oh, yes, go through, Link, please. Oh yeah, here we go. Like I said, it has 2, so that'll be fun to deal with. Please calm down so I can actually hit you, please. Remember, if you ever want to ask for something very sincerely, you have to say please twice. Better yet, say please twice. Because clearly that's the most sincere thing in the world. Oh my god, okay, well. This is what happens when you're not funny. But like you think you're the hottest shit in town. Okay, well, finally, he's dead. Thank fuck, because no one liked him anyway. Yes, like I keep saying, I'm clearly the nicest and bestest person in the entire world. You know, just fuck him and his family. These are good things that good people say. Oh, wait. There we go. Something else that I had pointed out the last time I did this. I don't understand why this sounds so much like a Wind Waker song. Like, does anyone else notice that? This is definitely something that I could see being a Wind Waker. Like, easily. I mean, yeah, okay, I know this game is at least somewhat cel-shaded. But it's really not. Like, it's pretty far from the Wind Waker style still. And yet, it has this song that literally sounds like it was ripped right out of Wind Waker. I'm pretty sure this game was performed by an orchestra. Soundtrack, obviously. So, I always find it kind of surprising to hear something that sounds like that. So when I say it sounds from Wind Waker, I don't just mean that the song itself like has the instrumentation of Wind Waker, even though it does. I mean that in the sense that, like, it's literally, like, it has a GameCube quality sound to it to me. Okay, though. So, here we are in this hellish area, very reminiscent of the basement of the ancient cistern. Somewhere in here should lie the Triforce, if I'm not a moron about this. So it seems like I've been a little bit bamboozled about this. Well, that'll be a little easier said than done, I suppose. But yeah, I guess I see what the game wants us to do here. Let me see real quick. So that room has a chest that we have to open, and it seems like that might be the only locked door, actually. Okay, the game's actually not showing too much. But let's see here. I might be able to figure this out. So what I want to do is, I think if I just move them all in a circle right now. Well, actually, wait, I can't move if I'm in here, though. Can I? I mean, if I put something in between us, then that's okay. See, that's not gonna work, I think. Well, let me think. Is that gonna work? It's probably not gonna work. I could try this, potentially. So then what would happen is I'd be moving these around this. I'll have to give this a shot, at least. I'm very curious as to how this will work out, but I feel like there are ways you could do this dungeon that are kind of unorthodox, and this may very well be one of those. So obviously, I'll be having to head out of here right away. Okay, obviously, actually, no, I'm not going through here to do anything. Wait, no. Don't need that. Okay. So, I'm back in here. So quick. So there's the Triforce piece right there. I don't know what that's going to end up doing, but we'll see what happens. I mean, I may find something of worth, and even if I don't, I still have the Triforce piece. And I should be able to figure out how this works sooner or later. My god, okay, well, the game clearly is very much does not want me to actually figure out how the fuck this works. So, obviously I could try going for, Nehru's piece, but it just doesn't seem worth it at the moment. So what I think I want to do is fuck around in the Nehru room, or not in the Nehru room, in the Nehru room, and try to get an idea of how that all works, and try to make something work from there. Actually, though, speaking of Nehru, though, there's one entrance in this room that actually might be a mini boss, because there are a couple mini bosses. There's no boss in this dungeon, but there are some mini bosses, if memory serves. That may be one of them. If the room's like that, where there's one entrance, that doesn't feel like it's a far-fetched theory to me. So I definitely want to give that a shot. Why can I never understand where I'm exiting this room? The structure of this room just makes me, like, trips me out so much for no real reason. So wait, for this room, I want to approach it from the side. Right? Yeah, I want to approach it from the side. No, that's not true. I need a key for that room. So... crap. This is a little irritating. Let me think about this. So what I should be able to do for this, actually, is... if I can get into this room here, then I can get into this room. Then I'll have to figure out where I probably will end up exiting here, or entering here from the same area, if you know what I mean by that. Look, this makes a lot more sense in my head. As you probably figured out by this point, I'm bad at putting things into words. That is the entrance room. But there is a chest here. This is actually the room I really need to be in. So this isn't hurting me right now, right? This is kind of right. That's what I was trying to say. Like, I'm pretty sure there are multiple ways you could do this dungeon, realistically speaking. Oh, here we go with one of the mini bosses I was talking about. Real quick, let me see where. Okay. So, admittedly, since we are a bit far into the video now, this may be the last thing we tackle this episode. Alright, so obviously, like a lot of the other bosses like this, we're kind of trying to just keep him at bay, slowly but surely move him up. So I'm just being lucky with my shields right now, in all honesty. Alright. And yes, I know you can probably hear my arm banging on my desk. Don't worry about that, though. Oh, fuck. Going for the double thrust. Alright, nice. Yeah, like I said, I'm getting pretty lucky with all these shield thrusts. Oh, yeah, okay. Nice. So he's down to just this hook. Oh man, I forgot I was gonna be... I'm trying to actually telegraph that. Okay, see, that was a lot easier to telegraph for me. Maybe that's prior experience talking, but... the fact that he was moving, like, twice. Like, it went behind him, that just made it seem pretty obvious. Okay, though, so overall, that isn't too difficult. I mean, obviously, it is more difficult than the previous fights like it. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's only one, but you get what I mean, probably. It's not too bad though. Alright, so we'll hookshot across this gap. There is our exit. And this. This is going to be our key to success. Boom! Ending the video on a pun. I hope you all managed to find some form of enjoyment out of today's episode of Let's Play Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. If you did, perhaps consider leaving a like and maybe even subscribing to see the future episodes of the series and all the other content I produce. We're nearing the end and things are starting to get pretty intense. So yeah, hope you all stick around. Hope to see you all in the future and hope you all have a nice day. Bye.